Almighty morning and hello, everyone. Yes, it's just me today. So if anybody wants to join me in studio, Jess, I didn't get a hold of you guys, but uh, Scott is taking care of his other business, the plumbing business. He's been dealing with a crisis, and you're always on the list, Great Courts, and you're the first one in. Is that Curdy? Curty, it's been a while. Hi, Kevin. Hey, Kevin, if you've got the time off and want to come join me, let me know. I'll send you the link. Uh, going with the flow today. Scott, like I said, is taking care of coming after another long break. Yes, doing great. Hello, Pam. Hey, Pam, if you've got some time and want to come on, please let me know. I'll send you the link so you can come in the studio as well. Again, Scott is having a plumbing situation that he needs to deal with, and so he's doing that. He didn't sleep much last night, but yes, he did have an acupuncture session. I was there too. Did our normal morning thing, except I had to hightail it back here to get on. So welcome in. And yes, Katie, if you want to come live, anybody wants to come on with me, let me know. Yeah, I can give you can. Yes, I can. And please text me or put in the Facebook messaging center your email again, because I know it doesn't start with Kevin, so I always forget what it starts with. Hello, Harley. Whoever wants to come on. So Kevin, if you want me to give you a few minutes, you got a few minutes, dude. I asked you first, and you were the first one pop in. So as it goes with the flow, let's go. Hey, we can get a whole panel up here. Excellent, Great Quartz. I got you pinned up. Oops. I'm better in the chat. Oh, okay. Thank you, Pam. I don't know that you're better in the chat because I haven't seen you live. So I'd love to see you. Kind of like the backseat driver. Love that. Love that very much. So welcome in. So many great things coming on. I know a lot of you are aware that we had a market last Saturday. It went fantastic, fantastically. The owner, Mark, asked us to come back even for a night market if we wanted. Pam is a passenger princess. I love that, Great Quartz. Thank you. Yes. I don't know if too many passenger princesses that can also backseat drive, but that's just me. It's an expression we have here. Great Quartz that, yeah. It's a heckling sort of thing. Sent text. Okay, where did you send text to? Oh, I see it. I see you. Okay. All right. So while we're talking, maybe another time when I don't have so many kids. Yes, sounds good, Katie. And Katie, I hear you're coming out twice. Hello, A5 says. I'm so excited to hear that you will be coming out. And as far as coming to the Phoenix Mesa or the Mesa Gateway Airport, we got a lot of people out this direction. Not a problem. So I'm looking forward to that if you want to do that. Yes. It'll take me just a couple minutes to get the email sent to you. And while we're talking here, what's been happening with you guys? Curdy, please give us an update of where you are, what's going on with you while I'm doing this. Yes, I could put on video, but right now it's easier just to, there he is. I knew he'd be quick. And link and sent. Done. Okay, Kevin, it is on its way. Appreciate that. Oh, Lady T, it has been so long for you. Welcome in. No, the list is just open. We've only been here 5 minutes. You made it at 9 or 5 minutes after and 5 minutes and 32 seconds after I open. So that's great. I will be getting a hold of you. Have a couple open days when I come out. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, there's a lot of people we want you to meet. So looking, you had sent me a link to join Tuesday, but I couldn't understand the day and time according to India. Okay. What time is it right now, Kurti? Right now. And I'll explain it to you. I saw a picture for a puppy shepherd mix. Shepherdor. Okay, and she's so cute. And I heard this name is in my head, Matilda. Oh, excellent. Now don't overdo it with the animals, because you've been taking care of so many other people that taking care of it is 9:36. Okay, it's 9:36. It's 9:36 or 9:06 a.m. So you're 12 hours and 30 minutes difference. You're ahead of us by 12 hours and 30 minutes. Does that help? If not, I'll explain it to you more. And I will write down exactly what time of day that would be for you in India. So it's going to be in the AM instead of the PM. So this is for you. That would be 6:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Okay, I'm sending it. If I could spell right, I'd send it. It's one of those mornings. Okay. And I just want to tell you, I'm so excited because I have been working on a new project. I won't get into it at all, but I spent a lot of time on it yesterday, and I know I have hours and hours put into it, which is fine. I'm not a problem. I love working. Lady, a story of karma always makes me happy. Oh, okay. What's one? But no way, that's a lot of work. Yes. Oh, okay, cool. So what's Lady T? Trying to catch up on what you did. I should try and join. Okay. Okay. I do that. I did Wednesday. But this is for Kurti to join us on Tuesday night. For us, it'll be Wednesday morning for her. 12 hours and 30 minutes difference. Yes, got it. Here, message gets delivered faster. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Oh, on Facebook, yes. And I'm glad to see you on Facebook. That is so cool. Oh, you're on Love Riot on Facebook? Yep. Okay. Welcome in. How's everybody been doing? Since you're the kind of backseat driver, Miss Miss Pam, what is your question for the collective that is gathering here this morning? What is your question for them? Update: the person who stole my inheritance money got arrested. Yes. Congratulations, Lady T. That's what you're talking about, karma. Yes. It finally worked out. I love that. Yeah, it took me a while to go through the messages because I was working on sending Kevin an email, so I missed it to begin with. I have 3 dogs and 2 pups. Gray Quartz, come on. You've taken on people, and now you're taking on puppies and dogs. Well, to me, they're all puppies. All my children's animals are great pups or grand pups to me, or cats or whatever they have. I have, yeah, they don't have any. My one son doesn't have any dogs anymore, but he has a cat called Snowball with two colored eyes. One's blue, one's yellow. White, beautiful. He. So, yeah, he's great. Thank goodness. Yes, I'm so proud of you. And that you knew karma was going to work out in your favor. You knew the universe was helping you. So, I mean, they knew what was happening. They just told you to be patient, and you did. He got arrested. Love it. I'm just excited. Okay, let's see. It is fantastic news. Here's messages. Oh, okay. Thank you. Of course. Can you see my message, ma'am? Yeah, I did see it. Did see it. Okay. Aw, adorable. Yes, we'd love to see pictures. Thank you for saying adorable sunshine. I do appreciate that because that remind me. Love to see the pictures of it. Yeah, if you send it to my email, then I can upload it. But whichever way. I haven't worked on. Oh my goodness, he's here already. Are you ready for this? Okay, here we go.
Can you hear me?
Come in. I can hear ya.
All right, cool.
Now, when I got the message that we would not be going live with Scott today, the first thing he says is, "Can you check with Jess to see if she can do it?" And it's like giving her a late notice like this when she's got kids. Like, no, it's going to work out better somehow. Uh-oh, I'm hearing it go on your end.
All right. Is there like an echo or something? Because I'm working on this laptop.
I think I'm hearing, there he is, yes. Brushing his hair. Oh, he was busy brushing his hair, that's why. Okay.
I probably should have.
Oh, don't worry about it. You're all natural. So, okay. Yeah. And Curti is saying too much brain fog, want to jump and take opportunities, relive life, but don't know what's stopping me. My body, my energy is always so low. Okay, here's a good start. Yes, great course, we will get to you, but right now, I'm going to lower this because I can't see Kevin.
Hey, so yeah, Curti, that, your situation is your brain fog more than likely in that low energy. If you look at any kind of chart on anything, electricity, finances, whatever, there's always that up and down. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So you're at a point, when you're moving from one scenario to the next scenario, there's kind of a lull, and that gives you like a gathering of momentum kind of thing. So what I feel is that your momentum, you're at a point where you can, gather everything and go forward, and how you gather it and where you put that energy, I think is what's important. Is if you remain positive and focused and follow your heart, because your heart's never going to lead you astray. And that's, the best I can think anyhow.
No, you're great with that. And to be able to do it right off the bat. I appreciate that. And we know, Curti, we know your story is long. You've been beaten down. These are the words I'm being sent. You've been beaten down so long that your ego is almost non-existent. And this is both egos, the dark ego and the ego. It's not your ego is not something you need to build back up at this moment. What Kevin was talking about, I almost called you Scott for some reason, I don't know, is to work on your heart chakra. Speak with your heart, be your authentic self, but work on that heart chakra. Know you are loved. And I'm working on stuff about love and getting things done. I should be able to pull up a little bit of what I'm working on that I've already published, so I can share that.
While she's pulling that up, if just give me 1 second. I don't know how many of you folks got a chance to check out what was going on this weekend that Julie was involved with, but I'm telling you, man, it was really well. You know, Julie, you are a great host. Honestly, everything was put together. It was wonderful, and it just shined. You know, being a viewer from the other end, the whole thing just shined, and it really shined from you. I mean, you were definitely a light inspiration. Whatever was happening, it was really like you were coordinating all the energies that were coalescing around you. You know, Angie, you know, and Don, and everybody, man. It was just really, really a beautiful thing, man. I would recommend a ramp or something, so you know the speakers could get on the stage. But I mean, it was really, really beautiful, and it was well put together, and very, very just really welcoming, man. You know, really welcoming. And this is the type of thing that I think more people can gravitate to, just for the sound. No matter what a person's belief is, you could sit there and it's just like, wow, it's just a lighter feeling, and that was beautiful, and that's what was conveyed to me.
Well,
So I'm
thank
sorry,
you.
go on.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that because it meant a lot to me to be able to do that. And we just got a date for another one. I'm just excited. I will wait for Dawn to see if I can actually, um, what am I going to say? Announce it. Yes. I did realize we could watch. I didn't realize we could watch. Can I catch it on your channel? Yes. On Communication Connection and YouTube and Love Right Warriors on YouTube. You can find it. Okay, these are. I'm going to put the first one first. I think it's the right one. I hope it is. Yes, I think this is. This this is the
Thanks,
message
Harley.
I got this week. Okay, well, one of these days. You are stronger than this. The universe sees your strength even when you forget it. Challenges are not here to break you, they are here to build you. You've got this. Keep going. That is very appropriate for you, Kurti, today. And when I posted this, my first thing was somebody's going to look at this and say, "How? How am I that strong?" Okay. So this is the answer to that. The universe is telling you that you have the capacity and the ability to adapt, recover, and grow no matter the circumstance. And yes, one of the people I thought of when I was creating that was you, Kurti. So you can do this. Okay, and I'm getting a lot of things. Hello, Victor. Welcome in. Welcome in, Harley. We had a great time, and I'm glad you loved it. And yes, we get to do it again. I'm sorry. It will not be at that location. Well, the one that I'm thinking of will not be at that location. Doesn't mean we're not going to have one at that location before that, but I'm excited. And let's see, there were times
So,
where you cracked me up.
uh,
Yes.
so
Mhm.
Curdy, just to circle back to Curdy,
Yeah.
and to capitalize on what Julie was saying, your heart really is the thing, and you know, if you keep focusing on what you know what happened, or in the back, you know, whatever, I was mistreated in this scenario, I didn't, you know, show up my full self in that scenario. Don't keep focusing backwards. You're projecting your heart forward. You're creating what you want, and you want that to be in front of you, but you'll never create anything in front of you if you continually look behind you. So you have to look forward. And the best thing you could do is look forward with love in your heart. Let your heart guide you. Listen to your intuition. Nobody here can tell you how it's going to play out, but you'll know how it's supposed to play out for you because you're listening to your heart. And that is the key. If you can do that, and I know it's really easy for me to sit here and tell you how to do and tell you to do that, but how to do it, it's different for everyone. But that's your jumping off point, man. If you could do that and really focus on that with positive and loving intentions, the path will unfold for you, and it'll be like that. There's always going to be tumultuous things around you because
Mhm.
that's, you know, just life, you know, life, but the thing is, if you're showing up with your intention and you're connected to your higher purpose, you'll be unaffected by that. It'll just be like ripples in a lake where you're going on a canoe and it's just like, oh, it's a little rough, but it's okay. That's the best I can do for you.
Yep. And welcome in Rose. Do you remember Rose from the live? She was the first
Rose.
one. Rose.
Oh yeah. Hi, Rose. Yeah, that was really, really inspiring, man. Really, really inspiring. And I was like, kind of like I had it on and I was listening to the story, but I was like kind of like, and my energy at that point in time too was just kind of like I was scattered and I needed a little bit of grounding. And it really focused, it really focused me. And it's like, it was really, really inspiring. Wow, I really, really wish you the best on your endeavor because it sounds so wholesome. Thank you.
Yeah. And she does have a website, everyone, Chasing Hawks Botanicals. ChasingHawksBotanicals.com. Okay. So if you want any of her products, please take a look at them. I know I have products and I found your sage and Palo Santo and I put them up here, but then I had to take the table down. So I think I probably put it off to the side again. But I do
Meditate, Curdy. Meditate. Quiet your mind. Sit. Start with just 5 minutes. Just meditate. Quiet. It's not that difficult. If something comes to you, just say, I'll think about you later and let it go. All right. Don't deny how it feels. If it feels good, if it feels bad, that's okay. But just let it free. Let it go like in the breeze. Quiet your mind. Give yourself a little bit of time. Try to build up. If you could do it 15 minutes a day, that's ideal. But if you can only do it 2 minutes a day, well, that's a start. That is what you could do. And then you'll hear your heart because your mind will always lead you astray because it'll try that's your ego just beating you into a thing saying, hey, no, we got to do this. We got to be safe. We got to show up. Where your heart is like, well, this seems counterintuitive to what your head is saying, but your heart is saying, no, this is the path that's going to get you to where you want to go. You just need to tune into that. And if you can do that, it'll show you and you won't, you won't have any denying of where you're supposed to be because it's here and it's not your head trying to keep you safe.
Right. And Pam Shore is referring to the 5-minute candle ritual. Now, Pam took that 5 minutes and it ended up, I think, being 20-minute ritual for her because she was dedicated to make a difference. And I've gotten up to 5 days, not 7 days. And I've done the 5 minutes. Yes, it's time to reset. Anytime you feel you need a reset. Meditation is great, but doing 5 minutes a day for 7 days. I know it is more difficult than it sounds, but getting yourself a quiet time for 5 minutes each day for 7 days, when you do that, it makes a whole lot of difference. I know even the 5 days made a lot of difference for me. So anytime I need to reset, it's a good thing. Also, what they just put in my head is when there's winds of change outside, when it gets windy outside, I believe that it's winds of change. And that's what they say, that when you feel the winds of change, that's the time to take your 5 minutes and do that. And I don't mean just for the 1 day, but just keep doing it for the 7 days. It's going to make a difference. Okay.
Julie, on that winds of change thing you're talking about, and you probably maybe don't remember this. I think you weren't always in Arizona, but Arizona doesn't really have too drastic season change. But here in the Northeast, our season change, there is, with each season that comes in, there is one particular day, one particular time frame, day or two, you know what I mean, where the winds are different and there's change, and you could feel the change go from spring to summer. It's not a summer type day, but it's the wind, the feeling of that's bringing summer in. Same too from like fall, autumn to winter, or summer to fall. All those, there's one specific time frame, and there is that winds of change is a thing, man. So think about this. If that's just the planet doing its thing, then what we're doing as a whole humanity is kind of the same type of thing. So we could conceivably be in a portion where those winds are now changing. So it's, changing for the better in my terms, even though it seems really tumultuous as things go. I think it's going to be, in the end, a better season.
Yes. And I agree with you on the seasons because I used to live in the Midwest. So we did get season changes. However, as most of you know, the sun is producing storms, larger storms than it has produced. Okay. And it's those storms and also the changes in the moon that um, cause the winds here because it can be very calm and then all of a sudden the winds kick up. There's no clouds, nothing else. But here comes the wind. It's like, and then it's like, okay, this is not normal. So there I go. These are winds of change. And I know that Don's picked it up. Good fall breeze. Don's picked it up as well because he says, "Oh, the winds of change are up here," because he's up on a mountain, so he feels it differently than I do here.
Yesterday was a rainy day here, and it was breezy, and it was, unseasonably cool for the time, but it happens. And I was walking, and I was like, oh, this feels like a fall day, just this much. But then you look around, the trees are green or something like that, and the air was different. But I'm like, man, that is what's coming. You could see that on the horizon. So there's like, it's 99% of a spring, cold spring day, transitional summer spring day, but there's that little thing. Don't forget, it's coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, I love a good fall breeze too.
And then Harley never thought about it being brought on by the wind direction, and you're absolutely right. And then, of course, from Missouri, where I was brought up, that's the one thing I love about living in Missouri, the changes of the seasons. That has definitely changed over the years. Yes.
Yeah.
And you can always feel it in there. You definitely can. And I think more now, maybe I'm just more aware of it now than I used to be, but I can definitely feel the energy change and the directions changing.
Well, energy just continues to grow. It's when you think back, to, like, when you were younger, and it seemed, oh, it wasn't it, but your folks, the older folks in your life were probably saying, man, this just wasn't the way it used to be. But if you take it from their perspective, then they're looking back when they were younger, and there was some older folks at that point in time saying, man, this just ain't the way it used to be. And that goes on down the line, only because the energy's been growing. Certainly it's growing to get to an end that's going to be a new beginning. You know what I mean? It's growing in our lifetime. Who knows? But it's just it. Because I never thought, coming up as a kid, and I heard all my elders saying, yeah, man, that's just not the way it used to be. Man, it's so fast. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is the way things are, man. Well, here we are today, and we're saying, and I can even be counting on both sides of the fence. I've seen some stuff that I was like, that's just the way things are. Or no, man, what's the problem? This is great. It's just that transitional period, but it's growing. And now if you talk to somebody like Jess, who's a bit younger, who's now been indoctrinated into what was, she's saying, I don't see what their problem is. This is easy. This is great. But rest assured, when she's sitting in our shoes, she's going to be looking back, man, that's just not the way things were. Or we're going to be sitting in a much more beautiful world. I like to think the latter.
Yeah. And there's a magical charged energy to the air with winds of change. Exactly. Exactly. And when you were talking about Jess, she had posted that. So I want to bring that back up again because she might be younger, but she has an older soul. She really does. She's been
through body timeline, this 3D timeline thing. You're right. She is infinite, man.
Yes.
She's got big magic.
Yeah, she does. And sorry I didn't call you. Sorry I didn't call you this morning at, I think it was 5 something that Not Kevin, Scott. Here I go back and forth. Scott texted me that he could not do the live today, so why don't you call Jess? I'm not calling you at that time in the morning. I'm sorry. I know it's 2 hours later for you. However, you're right in the middle of taking care of kids and other things, so I didn't call you. And then when I get on here and said, "Does anybody want to join me?" Well, Kevin was right there, and it's like, well, if I can't have Jess, Kevin's a no offense, but Kevin's a good substitute for Jess.
I don't know about that, but she's got a really, she's got a really cool thing going on with her page and her stuff. I really like the way she presents the whole thing, and it's really cool. I see that growing. It's really it's pure. It's her. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
I think it's genuine, and that is a positive thing. Anytime you put something genuinely you into circulation, that just raises the vibration of what's happening.
Oh, well, thank you, Pam. I will not tell Scott. Okay, I will not tell Scott.
You know, here's all my life. I've always been confused with my cousin, my brother. My brother used to confuse me for my nephew, and he still does. And my nephew passed, but he still every now and then. And now it hurts him when he makes that mistake. So he don't make it as much as he used to. But when my nephew was alive, he always called me Kev. You know what I mean? All my life, I've always been confused for somebody else. So believe me, Julie, I understand. It's just my energy. I'm a very confusing cat.
Ooh, I like that. No one's normal, so I mean, like they said, normal's a setting on the dishwasher or the washing machine. So that's
That
just
no one
what.
ever uses because it's like, no, these are gentle. No, these are hardcore. I need towels.
Or the speed wash. I have a granddaughter, so anytime she wants to wash something just for her, go for it. You know, and she does it in my house where she can't do it at her mom's. Which,
Now, did we have somebody else on the list now that I've completely deviated us from?
no, we're good. We're good. So, Great Quartz, are you still here, Great Quartz? And she would like a general reading. Okay.
Great chords.
Hmm.
Hmm.
From Kenya.
Okay. I was now I know Great Quartz is um always she's always hanging out, or he
She.
they are always
Yeah.
hanging out. I just don't. I'm just trying to remember. Because we got a lot of like foreign people. All beautiful, beautiful people. I'm just trying to remember. Like general is a difficult thing. What's more of a focus that you want to focus on in general? Are you focusing on how's your outlook? What should where your center should be?
Yeah. And are you still here? Because if you've left, then they'll be back.
It's just like I don't know. They're talking about the wind. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, you know that as we say, if it resonates, take it if it resonates with you, and let it go if it does not. So we understand that, but there is a reason that we say the things we say on here because somebody needs to hear it. And welcome in, Kate
Yeah,
Bailey.
yeah. Usually I'm in chat with all of our friends in chat, and there is there is something because when you folks are working with like somebody else or something, you might touch upon something that and you'll ask, well, is this happening in your life? And it might not be to the person you're reading or working with, but there might be something that just like it's just a weird little voice that comes, hey, you should probably pay attention to what's coming next. So collectively there's something here for everyone. What you pull out of it is unique to you. What you need, if you're here for a reason. you know, and whatever that is, I don't know what it is, you know, and you might be asking, well, gee, where am I going in life? And that could be it. Maybe you're looking for a clue on how to find your higher purpose or something like that. And you walk away with something, you know, 5 minutes a day. I could probably meditate 5 minutes a day. You see, so you're not sure where it's come. You're open. You're giving with love, and that I think is like everybody in chat who's talking. Victor, Jess, Pam, you know, Harley, Angie, anyone who contributes on any level is you know, they're giving something to someone somewhere. And if it's not necessarily, if I type something in chat and they're, you know, you're being read somebody else and it's like, I don't know what that crazy guy is talking about, which I'm sure gets said a lot, but maybe, just maybe somebody else is like, no, you know, that makes sense. That makes sense. So with an open heart, there's a question you're asking whether or not you know what that is. So in general, great chords, the fact that you're here, you have the question. So if you have the question, the answer's here. So go with that.
Yeah. And what I got for you was the first thing, it was time. You've spent so much time, and it was what we were talking about earlier with the new pups and everything. You've been spent so much time on everyone else. It's your time. And yes, I know you have animals right now. And you don't want to get rid of them. I understand that, but take time for you. You are the most important person in life.
I don't have a horse joke, and I know KK is going to be showing up any second now.
Cool. Well, it's funny. I have not been able. It's not funny. I haven't been able to go into YouTube. So KK, if you can hear me, please go to Facebook, because if YouTube isn't working for you, please go to Facebook and interact there, because somehow she's blocked from going on the chat. I might have tried to get rid of somebody else and she got caught up in it. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to do that. And A5 says, if you're still on, or if you see this message later, please send me the way to get to and to clear up Restream and YouTube on that. So I need to get KK so she's back on here and everything's working again.
You know, I watched Angie on that thing over the weekend, and I thought, you know, Angie should be the star of a sitcom. I mean, I'm not kidding.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
It should be, because I mean, it's fascinating, you know, and just the way she interacts with her spirit guide. Man, I don't even have the balls to talk to my spirit guide half the way she talked to her. She's like, you know, if she's slapping them down and putting them, no, this is what we're doing. It's like, holy shit. I'm like, please point me in the right direction. What am I doing? And she's like, nah, fuck that. We're doing this. And then make it happen. And it does. Wow. So yeah, that to me, if that doesn't scream sitcom, I don't know what is.
Yeah. And like I kept saying, no comedian has anything on her. And she is all genuine, people. Just 100% authentic. What you see is what you get. And sometimes you don't know what's coming.
That's the beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, and the next time we do the speakers, I want to do it the same thing. Yes, I agree with you that we need to step up, and I'll have to talk to the owner and see if there is a step that we could have put up there, because that would have helped. And I also talked to Michael Riley that I had on Wednesday about a camera, because I need a remote camera. My laptop is okay for here, but going out and doing remotes, I want a good camera. And I would love a camera that can track the person. So when they're walking around, that it tracks them and videotapes what's going on. And I'm looking at
That's wild.
Yeah. So That's what I always say to her, is on point. Oh, yes. I mean, it's just so natural. I mean, a lot of the comedians work very hard to get it. She doesn't. Oh, thank you so much for that, Miss Angie. I appreciate that. So I'll have to do that in a little bit. But until then, KK, please go to Facebook. Okay, so Great Quartz is not answering. And then we did post Jess's on that as well. Agree about the permission. Okay, just do it. Great Quartz. Yes, and the Fool's card pops up anytime that I see that. I thank you, Angie, on that. And genuine, naturally funny. Yes. Such a great soul and personality. Yeah. So the next time, as I was talking about, I will leave um, the laptop, at least the laptop um, microphone on, and the camera. I might have to switch back and forth from cameras, but I would love it when Angie could come in and sit down and talk to people. And everybody came in and said hi. That to me was great interaction. And they can read the chat because I have the chat up and they can see it. So they can
Also,
listen. Go ahead.
the food, which, you're like, oh, don't worry, we're not going to eat in front of you. No, that's part of the whole food like thing. You should, look at, this is the stuff that they got. I mean, you don't have to eat it there, but look, this is like whatever you're getting, and then here's the drinks or something, and then walk off and eat. But yeah, I was like, come on, show the food.
Yeah, and it was good. Mine was in a styrofoam container, but the plate, they have this plate. It might be a 10-inch plate, but it seems larger than that because they pile the food on. It is just so much food. I didn't get to mine until the next day.
Oh,
It wasn't styrofoam. It was actually the stuff that disintegrates or composts.
oh,
That's
okay, all right, yeah.
so it was kind of soggy by the time I got it home. But I separated everything out, and um, they do put a salad with it. And the salad, by the time I got it home, was pretty wilty. I put it in a glass bowl, drizzled a little water on it, and the next morning it was perfect. So yeah, it works. I will do it. I'm always here to help. Oh, okay. And again, I want to say Sherry Berry and I will be back live on Sundays in July about 3 p.m. ish. I'm excited about that. So excited. Sundays, and this will be after the Psychic Sunday with Jess and Bonnie. Want a reminder of that. There should be a 2 hour break. So, yes. Okay. To recognize your gifts. Okay. And one of the other things is she took off to do a live remote walking around, but she left her
Oh, that was great.
behind. And it's like, why is it
And then she
squealing in
goes,
here?
why
And
did
then
you
I
guys
went to
tell
tell her
me?
because we couldn't hear her. And then she goes, oh, the look on her face when she realized she forgot it in there. Anyway,
Why didn't you guys tell me? Wow. You didn't have
well,
the
I didn't realize what
phone.
was going on until, and this was before I saw Crystal's text. So I'm glad that Crystal posted it too. But yeah, that was hilarious. But that's what it's all about, being genuine. And we were. I mean, I would have loved to take you to Fort. Well, she took you out to the vendor's floor or the patio, and it was great. She did stop by Meggie. Meggie was by herself, but she was also by the entrance from the street and um, from Glen Rosa side of the street, and she was also in front of the entrance to the kitchen and cocktails. So she got a lot of people in on that, and she did. She said she did pretty well. Most of the I haven't heard any complaints about it. I mean, any of the complaints we had was due to the sun, but we brought extra canopies to do what we could to cover everybody up. We do know what we need to fix next time if we're under the sun. So, yes, she was too excited to show off the vendors. That's why she left it behind.
The funny thing was that she went through the vendors and it was silenced. And then she's like talking to him. She's talking to Sherry. She's going through and talking to all the vendors. And I'm watching. I'm going, I'm like, I'm hearing it. You know what I mean? And she's talking to one lady standing up and, the teas and stuff like that. Then she makes the realization after she goes and gets the microphone, comes all the way back, and then does the whole thing again. And exactly how she went through the second time was exactly how I heard it. So it was almost like it was in repeat for me. You know what I mean? Because I didn't really, I figured out what was going on there, but it was just like, I was like, that is so cool. It was exactly just like I had watched it. So almost like I was imagine hearing it anyway.
Yeah. And we kind of found out that if you carry, I think it was before the live, I'm not sure. But anyway, if you carry the microphone from the room, we could still hear you. It was much quieter, but we could still hear you. I'm excited for this. Yes. And Katie is coming out here. Katie will be in Arizona in August and in September. And Kevin, we'd
Yes.
love to have you out here too.
Well, when are you doing this? Because there's no telling which way the wind blows. We were just talking about the wind.
Hello, Sandra. Welcome in. And yes, we will get to another person to read them. Hi, Jess. Welcome in. It's been a while. The location was great. Oh, yes. The food is great. The drinks are great. Yeah. So, and for those who love Sundays, now they have special Sunday brunches. They're called drag brunches on Sunday. I haven't been to one. I've seen some video from a couple of them. So they look hilarious. They look like so much fun. And we're also talking, I would love to see A5 Says and Dawn do a Wednesday evening there at the Flamingo Room with, people come to have dinner and watch them do the live. I think that would be hilarious and fun.
The Flamingo Room, that has like a 1950s Las Vegas vibe.
Yes.
The Flamingo Room, Don and Angie.
Yes, I would love to see that happen. Next time I'll carry the mic. It feels like I'm the host on The Price is Right. Yes. Well, it's not just The Price is Right. I mean, you're remote. You're going around talking to everybody. I love it. It just, Sunday brunch sounds good. It does sound fun to me. I might have, I have this weekend open, so who knows. Also, speaking about this weekend open, there is a psychic fair down in Tucson. I'm not sure all the details, but I did see it. So that's from 10 to 4. And I might be down there. So if you guys are in Tucson, if anybody's in Tucson, please let me know. I'd love to meet up with you there. And that would be tomorrow. Okay, Lady T says, is the, okay, we already did. Okay. She just says, is list closed. Lady T, are you still here? And then Sunshine, we've got you after that. If anybody else, I've got Sandra, I've got Kelly, I've got Jess on the list. For some reason, I just put you on the list, or got Rose on the list. So anybody who has a question or just wants a general, I prefer highest and greatest. I don't want any generals coming in, General Patton or there was one general I was just
feel better, Jess.
Yeah. Huh?
Jess is
sorry guys, my
sick.
Oh,
spring colds are the worst too.
Yeah.
Because you want to be
and it's the transition, like you said, to summer. And you know,
Yeah.
summer colds are terrible
Mm.
because they zap your energy so quickly.
It's only because it feels so nice and you want to feel nice, but your body's like, let's rest.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I keep hearing peppermint. I know you've got some, so get out that peppermint. And yes, sending healing energy, love, and prayers for you to get you guys back on track. Okay, so let's go back to Lady T. Are you still here? Now, I don't know if you remember Lady T, but she made the mention. I think you were on that she. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've got you, Kate, Kelly, baby. That the person who stole her inheritance was arrested. So I think that is really good. I don't know if you heard that A5 says, but Lady T's, the person who stole the inheritance is arrested and wants to give back the money. So I'm thinking that is fabulous. He's returning to your inheritance. Yes. So that is just so great. Oh, oh my goodness. And I don't know if you noticed, Miss A5 says, but she's looking fabulous these days. And she's saying that water aerobics is doing it for her. Now she's gotten sunburn from it. So hopefully you have plenty of aloe for that, Miss A5 says. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. So Lady T's not answering either. Julie.
Harley.
Oh, thank you, Harley. I'll put you down. Put your question down as well. Let's go to the next one. Rose, do you have a question today, or are you on the move and do not have a question? Okay. So we'll give Rose a second too. Just wanted to. I can't wait to create music and get it up here, get it going. So many things going on these days. Okay, so in the meantime, while we're waiting for Rose to reply, Sunshine, are you still here? Oh, Summer Dawson. Hello, welcome in, Summer Dawson. Let me put you on the list as well. Okay. Definitely lots of aloe, and my sister has aloe trees on her. Aloe trees?
I thought it was a bush. Or
It's a cacti.
cactus. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's what I'm getting. Hello, Salima. Okay, yeah. Maybe she made a tree out of aloe. I don't know. Anything is possible, believe me.
Yeah.
Because I've got one that has a very long root because it's traveling to the sun, and at one time the sun was directly on it. Now it's going to the sun, so it's pretty cool. But it's not standing up; it's crawling. Okay, Sunshine, are you here? Everybody I call is taking the bushes, aloe bushes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cacti can get huge, people.
Maybe it's a shrub.
Well, the one outside says, "No, I'm not a shrub." It's like, what are you talking about us for out in there? Mine is a variegated aloe, and there's a lot of them, and they have babies every once in a while. It does happen, people. It really does.
Wait, the plant does?
Yeah,
Would
they
they
have
just show
little.
up one day, or?
Yeah, they have. Usually, they grow close to the root, or it comes off
Oh,
the
okay,
root
all right.
of the aloe vera, and all of a sudden you see these little ones branching off of it. So you can take the little one off and plant it, put some water in with it. You don't have to do a whole lot, and then you've got another one growing. You Cacti can be replanted so many places. It's great. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Victor. You want one from Kevin? Anyway, I'll put that up there just
Vic.
for you. I mean, how rude. Just giving you a hard time. Some people wear T-shirts when swimming, preventing sunburn. Will help
You know,
block.
Angie, I'm not. I've spent a lot of time in bars, but I've never ever been a bartender. But it's funny because I was talking to somebody yesterday, my hairstylist, and she was like, "Yeah, you should be a bartender." Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like a hassle, but no, I've never been a bartender. I could probably be one.
What about a barista?
You know?
I
Nah,
mean,
they let you drink
coffee.
coffee. They let you drink coffee, and then I'll be like, no, I'm already that way.
Uh,
Imagine if I had like a full line of coffee that I could left to my own devices. Yeah, no.
okay, me, I'm not that. I wore the T-shirt the next time for sure. Yeah. Okay. Definitely. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We haven't heard back from Sunshine. Jess doesn't need it. So Great Lakes
Then and
neighborhood star
beyond.
days. Wow. Okay. Kelly Bailey, are you still here? Yeah. Usually I have a ticker to tell me how many people are here, but that disappeared for some reason. I don't know. I'm sure it has something to do with Mercury.
Thank you, Angie. I think that's a compliment, right?
Just get vibes from you.
Bartender vibes.
Yeah, yeah. They give advice. Yes, Alana,
Yeah.
I know that you're still here. You were the last one to arrive. So we're going to go to
Actually, Andy, I
get you
Angie,
to.
I do tend bar on a real isolated bar at the far end of the universe. That's where I'm tending bar.
Ah,
So stop in, have a drink, and let's talk about the cosmos.
that sounds like fun. So is it sort of like, oh, I can't remember that little character, little lady character on Star Wars? She has big eyes, but she's really
Oh,
tiny.
oh,
I
oh,
can't
oh,
remember
yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
name. Okay,
Yeah.
Star Wars
Oh,
people.
I don't know
Come
the
on, Star
name.
Wars people. Yeah, I'll have to look that up in a minute. Yes, it is a compliment, Kevin. Okay. Okay. So Kelly Bailey, general reading. Let's go with Kelly.
Um, hmm. Kelly, why? So you're here and you want a reading, but there's something that you're searching for. You don't even have to tell me or us or anything in particular, but you're looking for something, and whatever it is that you're looking for, it's looking for you too. Okay, but here's the thing: if you really want to align to it, you just focus on your path, forward, and then listen to that and let that, because your highest purpose is calling you, and it's looking for you. So if that's what you're seeking, and I believe that is, then you really really need to just come to that you know energy and align with it, and then you'll meet in the middle, and that's honestly it. Whatever your path is, focus and that intuitively inside you. It'll guide you. I don't really know what life holds in store for your highest and greatest, but I do know how you can get to find out for yourself, and that's really really heart centered and projecting that forward. You know what I mean? And I think you're on the right path. It just your energy feels that way. It's like it's on the right path. You're not. You're not. I mean, I'm not feeling any kind of weirdness in terms of like, well, I know this time seems kind of like, ruffled. No, I think you're okay. You're here, you're asking, you want, and you're looking for some sort of nudge. So go with that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And I kept hearing music for you. And I heard some la-las. They didn't get into words, but then I am hearing the word music, music, music. And so I'm pulling it up. Teresa Brewer, music, music, music. a dance song. I'm trying to see it, but they would like you to concentrate on music and the feel that that music brings to you. I was hoping they have lyrics on here, but I'm not seeing. I'm not.
Maybe it's just the fact that music will elevate your vibration in any scenario that you're in. If you're listening to music,
Can you hear any of that? Okay, you can hear that. That's what they're pointing to. But I heard la la la's first, so there was something else. Oh my goodness! All of a sudden, Rose's video that she created at sorry, that she created at Royale Kitchen and Cocktails is playing. That's so cute. Just what I'm on. So okay, turn that down. Okay, and Victor, Jabba the Hutt was not the answer. Okay, Jabba the Hutt is not the little lady that runs a bar. Just saying, she's not. Okay. Okay, let's
yeah.
go back.
So Kelly, that that music, you're not, even if you think you're mindlessly listening to it, it's not. It's elevating you. It's putting you. You know why when you go through a breakup and you like to listen to those depressed songs, because that energy resonates with how your soul's feeling. So you can use music. I'm sorry, to manipulate how you feel. So if you're not feeling so good and you really can't latch on to a positive thought in any way, shape, or form, well, all you need to do is put on a song that is positive to you. Now, depending on where you are on that scale, if you're really, really depressed, it might be, not such a sad song as where you're at, but it still may be a sad song. If you're riding high on a really good wave, it might be a really, really jumping, joint from the club that, yeah, I can't stop to this. So, wherever you are, you just use it to elevate it. You don't have to, be like, well, I'm really at a low place, so I want to get really high, and so let me put on this really thing. No, step up. Just start listening to the song. It'll take you. There's no mindless listening to music. And as you said, if music is heavy in your family, no doubt, that they're on a genetic level that's in you. So use that to your advantage, and you'll feel good, and there's nothing wrong. You'll be in tune with your heart, and that'll push you towards where your highest and greatest good is. You see, keep that vibration in that line and go with that. If music's your thing, listen to music, let it elevate you.
Oh, Shakira. Yeah. And I'm hearing the words rise up. And I know there's a song Rise Up. So I'm not sure what those lyrics are, but yeah. Lyrics can push you into what the artist wants you to believe. Yes. And I want to go back to, I mentioned a while ago, we did karaoke with my granddaughter. And a song popped into my head that I needed to sing. Okay, Sunshine, we'll come back in a minute. I was going to say, and it was "Build Me Up, Buttercup," and I'm asking as I'm singing, I'm going, who the heck am I singing to? Yourself. They were very adamant. You're singing this to yourself, no one else. So remember that these are songs that pop in to tell you what you need to be paying attention to. And it's build me up, buttercup, that tear me down or whatever. No, it was about um, building yourself up and forget the negativity. Let's go, you know. So, I mean, that's what I got out of it. So, knowing that I'm not singing to somebody else, but it's something that I need to work on internally, and that made a whole lot of difference to me.
And what Pam was saying about the lyrics, the artist pushing you, yeah,
Yeah.
but more so the lyrics are a expression of the artist, what they're feeling. So if you hear that and you have that one moment when the artist was writing, take any, say, Bob Dylan song, uh, you just take that one verse, it's, I don't believe what he's saying so much is like, yeah, early one morning, I was laying in bed too, thinking about a woman one time. And then, what happened in that relationship. So it's not necessarily that his lyrics are making me think something. His lyrics are making me think, but they're making me reflect on my own life and the parallel of that lyric, or at least a good lyric is anyway. So it doesn't necessarily push you to any belief that you don't already have within you, that you're an understanding you're coming to.
Yeah. Okay, and that's why they're sending her this guidance. Is A5 says, I feel like Kelly has lost her motivation, is seeking guidance, but has not found what motivates her again. So, embracing the family legacy is what I'm hearing, because something you're going to be contributing. Okay. So I'm going to go to Akmina, is a lady bartender in Star Wars. Okay. And then I've got Maz Kanata, the diminutive orange skinned alien wearing large goggles. Yes. Who runs the interstellar tavern inside of the planet of Takodana in Star Wars. Yes, exactly. That's who it is. It is Maz.
She was good enough to give me a job anyway.
Yeah, that's where he's at. Because I mean, that's the first thing I saw is that he's at. And you're meeting so many aliens. I mean, not they're not aliens there, obviously, but so many different walks of life. It's like, wow, that's so cool. I'm sorry, Kelly Bailey. Okay, yes, that makes sense about family legacy. It's very much, and so embrace it, extend it is what they're saying. Extend it. I don't know who you're going to pass it on to, but just keep it going. And I love your name, Kelly Bailey. Oh, you don't know an Emily Bailey in Missouri, do you? Just thought I'd ask. I know it's a very common name, but something. Oh, 2 years ago, it's been a lot to say the least. I can imagine. I can imagine. And I want
Well,
to go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss. So the benefit of music, and especially if it's something that you shared on some level with your father, the benefit is they're energetically there's that's written already. So if if there's a song that reminds you that you and your dad used to sing, or maybe whatever that is, energetically that's a timestamp, and you can tap back into that at any point in time. And then you're while I believe that energy never leaves you, but you could truly feel the closest you could feel to someone who's past presence in that moment, because you spent that energy with somebody you enjoyed music, and as I mentioned earlier, that's going to raise your vibration. So it is difficult when you lose someone you love, but you never really lose them. They just kind of change form, and the way you communicate with them is just a little bit different. But he's always there. He's always with you. And the beautiful thing about it is, if there was any hangups, when your father passed, if there was any hangups, those are gone now. It doesn't matter, because there's nothing but pure love there, and his energy is pure love for you, no matter what ever. So use that music, and just it'll take you where you need to be. So I it's really a beautiful thing for you. I really feel that.
And I'm leaving True Colors up there. Victor had posted before, I just didn't get to it. And so he does repeat it so that I make sure that I post it. And I want to remind you that True Colors is about being your true self, showing your true colors. I mean, it's a very powerful song. Cyndi Lauper, if you don't know her, I'm surprised. However, she has some really inspiring um, songs out there. And she herself has always been authentic.
So I'm it's just I don't mean to interrupt you, Julia. I apologize. But just to lead on what I was saying with about Kelly and the music, an example. So when I was coming up and I was a young child, and My mom, she was kind of like into the disco thing because disco was a thing, and she was a single mom trying to live her best life and yet still straddled with children and stuff. And so there was a lot of disco and stuff. So some disco songs I grew up liking. My girlfriend will tell you that she doesn't like disco. She does, but anyway, the thing is that from time to time, especially with YouTube or something like that. Now, I don't actively seek out any kind of disco songs, but when I'm trying to elevate, like I was talking about before with the music, something will pass by my feed and I'll see it, and then a disco song will come on. A disco song that maybe I haven't heard for a while. Specifically, was the Kung Fu Fighting song, right? And I remember that, and I was a child because, of course, I was like ADD and I had a lot of energy. And Kung Fu Fighting was but in that moment in time, I reflected back to that moment in time with my my mom who has passed, and that energy, and right there, she was right there. So you can experience that. Your heart, I think, is open enough and you understand music enough that you'll run into situations like that. Never ever underestimate the power of music. The only thing more powerful than music is love.
Yes, yes. And when there's love in that music, it just makes it even more powerful. Also, the full moon is Monday, June 29th. Release all that no longer serves you. Isn't this the strawberry moon? I think. And
A
just
little bit of
what does
cream.
being cloaked mean? Thank you for that, Pam. And because I hope you're reading all this, Kelly. And one more song has been coming back on my list is The Best with Miss Tina Turner. Simply the best. Yeah, I love that too. Yeah, and I'm sorry you haven't listened to Cyndi Lauper, even though she might be eccentric.
I'm
She
missing
doesn't.
all of the chat here, man. Can you scroll
Yeah,
back?
you gotta keep up.
I know, right? Does it scroll back?
Okay. Being cloaked means protected or hidden from negative energy. Loving it, yes. So that's where you are right now, Kelly. It's the strawberry moon. Thank you, Katie. And here we go. Okay. So I hope that helps you really work on whatever you want to do with music. Okay, good. I'm glad you've been reading it all. Unfortunately, Kevin hasn't been able to keep up with it, but I'm sure he'll read that later.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Pam. I do now know that.
Oh, wait, wait, wait. Let's go back. Scott is always cute. Got to remember that, anybody. When you talk about Scott, when you're talking about him, make sure that he looks that way because he's cute. Just say it. He loves hearing that, people. It would be cute. Also, beginning of Mercury retrograde till July 23rd. Yeah, well, my birthday is going to be in the post shadow, and it ends on my cousin's birthday, which we are 4 days apart. I call him my twin, even though he's not. Anyway, y'all are the best. Thank you. And thank you,
Thank
the
you.
collective. We appreciate you coming in and helping out with us. And we left the twins moon. Can't wait for strawberry moon. Oh, it's in Capricorn. Oh, wow. Okay. So that was Kelly. Jazz, are you here? Oh, yeah. I said we would go back to sunshine. If Jazz does not pop up, we'll go back to sunshine a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Because we already read her, I think. Recently, the principal of my college where I work is keeping me close to her and giving many opportunities also to me. Would like guidance from, oh, she would like guidance from the universe. Okay, what guidance do we have for Jazz? There. Okay. Jazz and then Sunshine, then Harley. So what you got for Jazz?
No,
Oh, Summer. Yes, I know Summer.
your guidance is more what questions are you asking? Because you know if you're looking for guidance, and it seems like you're looking for something specifically work related in terms of like your colleague and the opportunities. Now what you must look at, the guidance, if you want that, which is giving you the most joy, excitement. So I mean, if there's opportunities coming at you, you've got a choice. It's like accept it or decline it. Like I had today, accept Julie's invitation to sit here with you fine folks, or just watch from a distance or do whatever it was I was planning on doing. You know, I looked at those decisions and I thought, what is the most exciting one? Which one am I going to really, really makes me go, yeah, let's do that. Here I am with you. So if you want that guidance from the universe when those choices come in, and this is true for anybody, not
Yes.
not just Jazz, but anybody, when those choices come in, if you can just have a moment and think, which one really, and I'm saying listen here, not like, well, I like this choice because I'm going to make a lot of money doing it. Yeah, but does your heart say, I like this choice because this is really going to be fulfilling at the end of the day? You know what I mean? What are you listening to? You just, go with what makes you leap. Yeah, that's my choice. That's what I want. And then, that's where you're going.
Right, exactly. And keep asking the questions. And when you have the decisions, I keep seeing two cards. I mean, tarot decks where there are two of cups, two of pentacles, two of swords, and what am I missing? Swords, wands. Okay, two wands. That these two cards are popping up for you. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Whatever's for your highest and greatest good, but as Pam says, ask the question, but be ready for it. I mean, make your decision what is the most, gives you the most excitement. Exactly. You also need to check spam folder for, oh, okay.
I think a spiritual spam folder, Jess.
Yeah. Wow. Now it's popping quick. All right. There we go. Next one. And Pam says, you have a friend coming in to teach you a new lesson. Um, okay, Jess, is it a new friend? Okay, good. New friend. Because you don't want any ex friends coming in right now. This is Mercury retrograde. Those are ex friends are not good at the moment. Just say. Wait until if it ends on the 23rd of July, then 14 days after that will be the end completely of
But
Mercury
wait,
retrograde. What?
there's a technicality to that whole old friend, new friend kind of thing here.
Yeah.
And I believe, okay, so let's say you're right, an old mistake come back in Mercury retrograde is another big mistake, right? But let's just say, for example, what's coming at you has changed and is not the same as it was when it left you. Probability, people, tend to be who they are. Right. But you can't discount the fact that it's now a different person. Then would that not be a new person? Now, I'm not saying your ex walks back in and it's a new person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you have to just look at it. And where is that? Is that are you feeling that like, no, this is the right decision for me, or is your head saying this is the right decision for me? You have to trust your intuition to tell you. You know what I mean? And like Julie said, you don't want an ex walking back into your life because it's just the same shit, with Mercury retrograde. It's not going to work out well. But I say that sometimes things come back, and Mercury retrograde, if it's a completely different person, than it was when it left you. And like, it might not necessarily be a bad thing, but the only way you'll find that out is if you listen to your heart.
Okay, and we'll get back to that in just a second. I do want your post. I do want to say that yes, if they stick around, and the end of Mercury retrograde and the post shadow is on the 6th of August, from my calculation, then on the 7th of August, if they're still around, you still have that feeling, that good feeling, and it keeps going for a few more days, another week. Then you got a new person on your hand, a new soul, or a cleaned advanced soul. So I agree with you, but it's few and far between. Okay.
But you're right. It is in that respect, because we're quick to discount that. Hey, it's not, because it's not necessarily been there, done that, got the T-shirt, thanks for the scars. You don't want to you don't want to go backwards. But sometimes people flow into your life, and they're meant to jolt you into a scenario that is painful. And then you separate from that, and then many way down the road they might show up. And if they happen to show up in Mercury retrograde, it's merely a sign, right? It's not necessarily good or bad, but you have to make that decision. It's within you, and then go forward. Did you learn the lesson? If not, if it's still the same person, the same flags will be showing up. It's another opportunity for you to learn that lesson yet again. That is really kind of what I'm saying. It's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. You know what I mean? It's going to be a thing, sure, but where does that thing lie?
Okay. And let's jump to her question. I am a bit worried about being close to higher.
We were answering it.
Well, yeah, we're already answering, but like I am saying the right words to them, or I am doing the right thing at the right time. I feel being around higher authorities is tiring. I am not being relaxed. And first person I thought of because of what they're going through was Miss Jess. We've all are changing and growing. So X's might not have learned the lessons. Oh, thank you for that, Pam. But and we're talking about the new friends coming, and you've been making new friends. All that's great. But as far as what he was talking about, be your authentic self. When you're speaking from the heart, um, those higher authorities are no different than you. As an old saying, they put their pants on one leg at a time as well. Okay? They're no better than you. They're no worse than you. They are equals. Everyone is your equal. So please respect yourself enough to learn that, to accept that. You are more than enough. You are worthy. And when you do speak with your heart and your throat chakras, so your heart itself, um, your true self. And you might, make mistakes. All of us have, saying the wrong things in front of people. I mean, I've met some pretty authoritative people in my life, shook hands with more than I've spent time with, but they're the same as we are. There's nobody better or worse. Okay? We're all one. Okay. She's learning about people and interacting with them. Yeah. And I love it, Jazz. There's some inner child healing that needs to be done. I'm feeling around you, your father or paternal family. Yep. Don't know why I get tense a lot. Yeah. Try relaxing and not get tense.
Oh, yes. This is how you communicate with your inner child. It does take some quieting. You close your eyes, sit, relax, picture yourself as a child, and then ask yourself, what can I do? What do you want? Talk to you. Just talk to you as the child. Have that interchange, and that is it. I'm sorry I didn't play that scenario out well back then. I apologize for that. Love your inner child. Have that discussion. It's just inside you. Just picture you, and that's it. And say, be loving to you because it's you. And ultimately, what you're doing in that energy exchange within your mind, ultimately, what you're doing is you're pouring your love back into your own cup, and you can't help anybody outside of you until your cup is full. I mean, we've grown up, all of us, and at some point in time have just given our cup, just given our love, whatever, our energy away, not caring about filling us up. But that's in detriment to us. So with that interchange, with that working with your child and having that conversation, you're pouring the love back into your cup, and it will overflow, it will bloom, and it will blossom. And from that overflow, Jazz, I promise you that overflow will be the love that you could share with everyone, and you will be unshaken because your cup will remain full. You won't have there will be no depletion in your cup. It'll be full, and the overflow you can extend to friends, family, or whomever you wish. But again, you still have to use discernment because there's always those people out there that will steal from you. But you'll know better because your cup will be full. Do that. Work on that. It's easier said than done. Sure, it can be, but it can be easy too. What do you believe? Start
Mhm.
small. One day at a time, Jazz. One day at a time.
And love is infinite, everyone. You can't not give away all your love because the more love you give, the more love you receive. It's infinite. And I believe the Creator's love is infinite, pure, perfect, and unconditional. So that's what I believe in. That's what I work with. And yes, he might need some help, Jazz, but like Kevin was saying, fill your cup first and then it will overflow to others. But being concerned about him does nothing for you. Take care of you first. You are the most important person in your life. So, I mean, Kevin was right on that. Thank you for that, Pam. But please remember that love is infinite. You cannot be depleted of that.
I had, and I'm under this belief that there's really, being in tech and computers and stuff, really the state of everything is binary. There's ones and zeros, right? So, I believe that there is only one love is the only universal energy. That's it. That's all there is. There's just love, right? But what there is, there's a degree of not love. You know what I mean? So you have love, and then there's just where love isn't, and where love isn't is all the negative shit. So you know, but it's just there or it's not, and how much of it is there is where you see. So be in the side of light and love because that is the positive force that is guiding us. Everything, you, me, all the others, the whole thing, man, is all either love or the absence of love, and how much love is in that scenario. So go with love.
And when you fill your cup up with love, then it's shared with others. But you can't lose what you obtain. There was something about a quote, and I can't remember who did it, say, once you expand your mind, it will not shrink again.
That's true.
So please understand
Can't
that.
fit it back in that box. Just won't do it.
No, yeah.
Everybody.
Oh, and we were talking earlier. I don't think it was with us here. No, we were talking. I did go to get acupuncture, and we were talking about that once the soul leaves the body, that getting back into the body is painful because the soul is so much larger, and going back to your finite body is very painful. And they were talking about one guy almost turned around. He was coming back to life, but he almost turned around and left because the second he was coming back into the body, defibrillator was used on him, and he says that was the most painful thing he had to deal with the entire time. Was trying to get back into the body with hitting with a zap of electricity. So, I mean, I just thought that was the oddest thing. But once you expand, it's harder to contract. And please don't try it. Jazz, you may not be able to do something for someone else's path as it is theirs to walk. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And okay, I know I said Harley, but we're going to go back to that was Summer. Summer is reminding me that she's here. And so I want to go back to Summer. If I can find Summer's post again. Summer, if you have that post again and can do that, I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, I'm just going to put the last one up, which was, oh my goodness. I love all the stuff. I'm talking Summer. We've already, yeah, Sunshine, I know we've mentioned you because you were already done. Do we have anything more to Sunshine, or do we need to send her back to, or have her watch it again? That's why okay. I understand that. But you're more important than drugs. Okay, so do you have anything more for Sunshine? I know we read her and she wasn't here.
No, I think that what we have, like, Sunshine's here, but if we did that, we were just talking about that, right?
Right. Yeah. So Sunshine, go back and listen. It had to be almost. It feels like it was about 45 minutes to an hour ago. So that's good. Okay. So Summer is here. So Summer, what's your question? Or just get into the energy of summer right now. Oh, summer, and it's summertime. Okay.
Jazz, really seriously, have that conversation with your inner child. I mean, it's a simple thing. It doesn't have to even be anything too serious. Like, you know what I mean? Go in and have fun. Hey, remember when we used to play, whatever game you used to play as a child? Relive that. Get to know your inner child again. If it seems foreign to you when you're trying to have this conversation, just sit down. It's your inner child. They want to play. You just play with it. It'll be fun, man. Seriously, you're going to be coming back here and you're going to be talking to, and you're like, yeah, man, that whole inner child thing really, really worked for me. Thanks.
And I'm seeing cards when we're talking about inner child. I don't know if you did any card games, but that's what they're showing me, something about cards. I'm just leaving it at that. Okay, Summer Dawson. Summer Dawson. What do we have for Summer Dawson?
What was Summer Dawson's question?
I don't think she had a question, or I can't find it. I thought I had pinned, but I'm not seeing it now. Okay, let me go back one more time.
It's always difficult,
Oh.
somebody like, hey, tell me something, um,
That's the
yeah,
question.
yeah. All right, well, yeah. So you know what, Summer,
General.
where are you at? Like, I mean, where do you feel a disturbance in your energy? Is it like you're, hey man, I'm good with love, I'm good with work, but this, I want to travel, or where do you feel the wrinkle that you want to kind of iron out a little bit? Let's go in that direction. Let's see.
Yeah. And what I got for her immediately is disturbance is the word they're giving me on the left side of the solar plex. Disturbance. And it's not a positive feeling. It's heavy. And this is their word. It's heavy, distasteful. Something's going on. Something is, they're saying, eating at you. And the left side would be, of course, the female side. So something is not working with their female energy right now. Are you eating properly? Are you eating at all? Because I'm having a growl on that side of the stomach right afterwards. Yes, my medical intuition is good. Definitely kicking in. Wow. Oh, what is my purpose in life? There you go, Kevin. You asked for a question.
You don't know? Why are you asking me? No. None of us here know what anybody's purpose is. But if you want to know your purpose, then there's ask your spirit, ask your intuition, what is my purpose? Because your purpose is always calling you. It's like relentlessly calling you. People run into problems when they're not heeding that call. It's always calling you, it's always pulling you. It's like a powerful magnet. We tend to not hear it or tune it out, or maybe we're told that's foolish, don't believe in that, and we're put into a small container because our purpose is much bigger than we are, and but what your purpose is unique to you. So whatever it is, it's meant for you. This is why you're here. This is it, your purpose, and you're asking the question. So that's putting you one step closer to what it is. And as I was saying to the other person earlier, you know what I mean? Those choices that come in, now you want to find your purpose, and you've asked the question, well, what is my purpose? Now you make those decisions, those choices on what excites you, what builds you. Yeah, I want this. Not what your head says. No, this is what's right for me because I'm going to have something solid. I'm going to have a job. I'm going to have, I'm going to have 9 to 5 and insurance. That might not be where your calling lies. So what excites you? Do, like Jess said, do what you enjoy. Absolutely. But find that joy in you, because there's something, every decision that comes at you, there's something that's a little less desirable, and there's something that's okay, and then there's something that really sparks that joy. If you pick the less desirable or the okay, your result is going to be less desirable or okay. So I recommend going with the one that excites you. That's it.
And that's helpful. Summer was picking one of Oracle cards. You get Beaver, don't be that workaholic, get out, have fun, says the card. Okay. And what you enjoy. Where's your passion? Because we might see you doing one thing, yet that one thing could lead to so many different paths. So it's the path you choose. So what we're asking questions when we're not receiving feedback.
Really, it's really granular. Every choice you pick builds you to the next level. If it's something that's exciting, that choice is going to lead into another series of choices, and one that's going to be as exciting, if not one that's going to be more exciting. You see, there your path unfolds. Now, your mind tells you, to get to point B, I got to do this, that, and the other thing. And this is what I need to do to get there. And your mind puts you in this trap, in this path, or whatever. But your calling, your purpose is over here, saying, no, man, there's some stuff that you got to learn here before you can get to where you really need to be. And the only way you're going to learn, well, you could learn it the hard way. Sure, take that path. Or let's watch this unfold and see how we can learn it. You know what I mean? It's a very, very, you have to listen to you and be in tune with you.
More inner child healing, yes. And
Summer, and helping others, that sometimes helps you. So something excites you, Pam. Sorry. No, Summer, that's exactly. If you want to help yeah, we all need help, man. Nobody's, the thing is, you're going to extend your hand, somebody's going to extend a hand to you, and then it's going to work on down the line, man. You'll heal by helping others. And then in turn, you'll be able to pass that healing on and be more positive to somebody else. You're not, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, we're all beautifully flawed. Okay. And we all need, some help at some point in time, So if you want to help people, that's all I want to do. That's all I think anybody here wants to do. So just do it, do what you can, but back to the inner child thing, fill your cup first, man. So if you don't have that overflow, maybe you don't, you know what I mean? Because you seem kind of tentative, or maybe you're on the fence. Put more love into you, man. Work that, work that, pour that into you. Your cup will overflow with love. Rest assured, man, that's just the way it is. And with that overflow, you'll be able to, graciously, help whomever you wish and do whatever you want.
Okay. And the healer goes through it and returns with the light for others. Yes. And Pam has a question for you.
Some and if nothing excites you, if there's a choice, then that's your head saying, nah, don't listen to that bullshit, do this.
And is it the head? Is it the ego that's causing the problem?
Could be. But there is something that excites you. You're just not maybe paying attention to it or listening to it. Or maybe you're discounting it because your head's telling you somewhere in another, no, that just isn't really a feasible thing, or that's not really something, we want to accomplish. When in actuality, maybe that's what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know. Only you know, Pam, but something excites you. And if nothing excites you, well, maybe start with that question first. What excites me?
Yep. And for some reason, I get jumping out of airplanes. Okay. That does not excite me. It scares the heck out of me. However, my sons have done it, so I like to. Oh, wow. I like to talk to strangers. So maybe,
So do I.
so maybe being a journalist or taking time to just travel, but only one at a time. Oh, okay. Yeah. Traveling, you could meet more than one at a time, but still. Okay, let's get back to Summer. Okay, my other question for you, Summer, is there anything currently, this is the word they're using, abnormal about your abdomen between your diaphragm and your belly button? What is going on with you physically right now? Because I know what I'm feeling for you. And the feeling is more in the solar plexus. But, oh, I've never been in an airplane, Summer Dawson. Well, where are we going to get you to travel to? Where are you right now? Where are you
I
right
think the
now?
airplane thing was for Pam, though.
Oh, okay. I've never been.
Anyway, go on with your thing. I'll be right back. I got to get more water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand it.
Talk amongst yourself.
Pam could do one-on-one sessions with others. What is this ovaries all of a sudden, Pam? Pam's song jumped out for me was a spoonful of sugar makes a medicine go down. Okay. Okay, I've never been in an airplane, Summer. Okay. Yeah, the Pam was about the jumping out of an airplane. That's not for you if you've never been on an airplane. Believe me, for Summer. Okay. Oh, her ovaries. I think that is that above your belly button. I thought that was below. I could be wrong. Something with her ovaries. You're feeling something with her ovaries right now. I'm feeling. Yeah, it is. It's nauseating. It's, I don't know, but something isn't right with my stomach, and I'm from North Carolina. Okay, you're in North Carolina right now. North Carolina. Let's see. Is that Alicia? Is that where Alicia's at? I know that's a little further away from Kim, but something about Kim Kobe tells me you need to get a hold of her. Okay, but I don't know. It's something from North Carolina. Isn't right with my stomach. Yeah, I'm feeling it too. So it's going throughout from your diaphragm until, oh wow. It's even, yeah, it could be the have them checked out. When was the last time you went to a doctor? Summer. Pam is feeling her ovaries. There's something wrong with her ovaries. And I'm just feeling that it's really abnormal in that area, in her solar plexus mainly, but it is moving around a lot. So, what, felt my tummy hurts from summer. You need to do some work on your solar plexus, and I'm feeling that too. But if it's ovaries, there's more to her, and it's getting stronger and stronger. The pain that I'm feeling. It's not a bad thing. I can handle it. It's has nothing to do with me. It's what's coming from you, Summer. So, Summer, when was the last time you had a checkup? I don't know if North Carolina is a good state for you to be in to get a checkup. I mean, I want anybody who needs any female who needs a checkup to be here in Arizona.
You know, also, Summer, and I'm not at all a medical professional or anything, but you know that sometimes if you're holding something stressful inside you, that develops something, you know, health related. So, seek out something if there's symptoms manifesting, and you're uncomfortable, and seek out help for that. But while you're doing that, kind of think, well, what am I holding on to that might be stressful and not healthy, and that might be not helping the scenario. You know what I mean? Because if you can release whatever tension that might be contributing to the aggravation of whatever part of the body is, and Julie, you probably could speak better on this because you're friends with the dude that does the acupuncture, and he's got a real energy flow and stuff like that. Well, it's all kind of like intertwined, right? So if you can ease up some of that energy, that negative energy that's being stored wherever your symptom is, then that's going to increase the ability for you to heal whatever that is inside the body. I'm a believer that, we create, our mind is so powerful, we can heal our body, but you know what I mean? The drawback is that we don't believe we can heal our body. So believe in the possibility, and at least make it easier for your body to heal itself if you don't believe in that kind of thing.
Yeah, and Pam is suggesting stinging nettle tea. It seems like I was.
Oh, see, Summer, that's really,
Yeah.
really bad, man. Because it's you're holding that energy, and it's like it's like you got this thing bouncing around, and you're putting it into something fragile, your body, and you're holding on to it there. You just keep this here for a little bit, and it's like, man, this is all stressful, and you're holding on to it, and that creates, well, dis-ease, or disease, or whatever. Now, I'm not saying you got a disease, but I'm definitely saying, be kind to yourself. Back to the inner child. Be kinder to yourself. Ease up a little bit on that stress. You don't have to be worried. If you want to worry about something, worry only what you have direct control over. And when you start thinking about, well, what do I have direct control over? You'll find that's very, very limited. As a matter of fact, I would even argue the only thing you can really control is how you perceive a situation and how you show up in that situation. So are you going to show up positively or negatively? And we make those choices all the time. So, really focus. If you want to worry about something, and put it down for a minute or two and think, I'll pick you up later on. And you don't necessarily always do. And maybe if you want to, you can pick it up. But really let go of that. And it's so much in this day and age. It's a difficult thing for folks to do, especially I see younger people really, really have time because that energy is just so stressful. And it's all consuming because there's a big powerful negative energy that's pulling at all of us, and there's a positive energy that we need to lean towards, and there's that stress that we find inside us. So really, really focus and be kinder to yourself, and that'll overflow for you, man.
Yeah. It's throwing off your hormones and your cycle as well. Yeah. And what they're showing me immediately, I mean, they're wanting you to lightly rub your solar plexus right below the center of your, right below the diaphragm center area, and just rub it. They want you going to the left and then to the right. So start going to the left. And then the other thing they're showing me for you, because Pam was saying to knock on your solar plexus. I, I'm not sure about that. All I know is what they're showing me, and they want you to put your hands, rest them on where your legs are, each hand, and bring them up to the diaphragm, and then bring them down the center. And just do this. And they're saying 10 to 15 times. And I like that fact. Look into somatic breathing. Yes. And no, they're saying 3 sets of 15 times to help move that energy out of the body, because it's going to go from, okay. They're telling me you're bringing up your energy from your base or root chakra. You're bringing it through your sacral chakra up to your solar plexus and gently pushing it down to go out through your root chakra and out of the body. And this is what they're showing me. Oh, and the Tai Chi tapping. Yes, I like that too. But this is what they're showing me, and it's helping me feel better. And I know this isn't me. I know this isn't my energy or my pain, but it is for you, and they're just demonstrating what's going to help. Um, I don't know how old you are, Summer, but a colonoscopy is a good thing. However, I think one of the first um, tests they're going to give you is an ultrasound, and most likely, I don't know why they're saying pelvic. I always thought it was uterus ultrasound, but they're going to be giving you an ultrasound. So if you can take the time to go checked, get checked. If you have to move to another state to protect yourself, please do. Like I said, Arizona is a good state to be in right now for women. I don't trust any other state right now. Even temporarily, I don't. But that's me. Oh, 44. Usually you wait until you're 50 to have your first colonoscopy, but 44 is not too early to start.
So isn't there like a 28-day thing? I remember that dude Lester talking about 28 days before your birthday. And 44, interestingly enough, that breaks down to 8. So 8's a really good number. So maybe your next trip around the sun's going to be really good for you, Summer.
So, are you Leo or Cancer? And what's the number? Why am I seeing? I'm seeing my number. That that might be just because I'm me, but I'm trying to figure out your number. Is she Cancer? Okay. So if you let us know if you're Leo or Cancer, it's just more curiosity than, I don't know, it could lead to more than that. Just saying. And you will be the last read. So whatever else you have, all the information you want to give us, so we can make final stuff. Sorry we didn't get any more in today.
We didn't get Victor in.
No, or Harley.
Or Harley, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the point of the show where Scott usually steps back and does the Gabe thing. Well, here's the thing, what I'll do in his stead is I'll give you what I believe would be what it said. And we're all here because we all have a bigger purpose, a desire to be more, to help people, and we're all basically walking towards a positive energy, because right now there's so much marginal energy that there's a heavy balance in the negative, and the positive ain't seeing much light. And if you look for whatever you look for, you're going to find whatever you're looking for. So we're all here because, well, one, we're looking for something positive. We have questions and we want our better thing, and we have each other to help us. I started here and I grew with all of you folks, and I've learned to know you. And I couldn't recognize some of you if I walked into you and bumped into you in a mall. But the thing is, our energy is all just together, and we're all constantly growing. So if we're here not only to ask a question, but we contribute as well. We hand out our energy. Anytime I'm working either with here like doing this or on chat, and if I say something that really I get a strong feeling, and I'll just type some weirdness, and then 10 minutes later Julie will be like, well, I don't know what Kevin's talking about, but I trust in the process that when I send it out, it doesn't matter what Julie, it matters did that person get it, and usually I believe they do, and it works, and they resonate with that. So we're all here to help each other out, and we all are here to keep go each other along. It'll grow, and the energy of positivity will grow, and things will change. But it's not something that can happen overnight. So the fact that you're here is really, really much love, and we do love you all.
And I don't try and put anybody down by saying I'm not understanding, because it wasn't meant for
No,
me.
I was being dramatic for effect. It's comedy.
No, and I have no problem with it. I would just want to let you know that if it doesn't resonate with me, then why am I going to understand it? But for those who it does resonate with, and it's like, yeah. And believe me, what Kevin contributes in the chat or in person is very poignant and very apropos for that moment. And for
I appreciate that, Julie. Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, I love your wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom. Lester has a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom. They come from, I mean, all of us do. Jess,
Lester
Harlan,
is awesome. He really is awesome. He really is.
Yeah. And we'd love, hopefully we can all get together soon too. Hopefully.
Well, we'll manifest that, won't we?
Yes, we will. And we truly stay safe on Monday. Okay. I don't know what's going on this weekend as far as Don and Susan are concerned. Oh, yes, I do. On Sunday they have the Cosmic Connection, which is from 1 to 3, and they will be doing mediumship, platform mediumship, and explaining mediumship. It is not their class, it's just the 2 hour, the 2 hours. Do I have any past?
You most certainly do, Summer.
Yeah.
They're there, with you. We all do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether or not you could sense that, it's really irrelevant. Believe that they are there, and anyone that loves you is helping you. You know what I mean? Whatever energy or however they do, and you'll find comfort in that.
And be open to the communication from them. They are trying to get your attention. And one of the things I do want to say, that they are attempting to get your attention. However, they want you to know that the programming, conditioning, and domestication that was provided you growing up is not the way things truly are. So be open to whatever signals they're sending your way. Because what they taught you is not the way things are. And they're very adamant about that. Getting grandmother was Summer, but you need to open the channel. Yes. Because they told you one thing and it's totally different. I know I've already had the conversation with my dad. It's like, is what I told you closer to the truth? And he says, yeah. It's not what I was trained to believe. So it's nice to hear that. He never apologized for anything. They won't do that. But they will acknowledge the fact that, hey, you might have known something. So you got to be appreciative. But they're trying to get a hold of you. What was the other thing? Oh, yes. Two things that I had. Did I already post the resiliency? I already posted that, right?
At the beginning.
Do that again. Well, no, they're saying do it.
No.
Okay. So just real quick. This was the first one I posted. This is the most powerful one. This is the seed that was planted. You are stronger than this. Challenges are not here to break you. They are here to build you. You've got this. Keep going. And then how do you do that? Resiliency. You have the capacity and ability to adapt, recover, and grow no matter the circumstance. That's for everyone. And I hope that resonates with each one of you. If you didn't take a picture, you can definitely do that another time.
Thank you, Julie, for inviting me. It was fun to step in. It was a good time.
I'm so
Thank
glad you were.
everyone.
Yeah, thanks you for being available. Divine timing. Everything happens for a reason. So hang in there, Kevin, and thank you guys. Any last words for them? Any more last words for them? For everybody?
Just really, if you have to make a choice, make it something positive.
And we will see you next time. I will be off on Wednesday, and next Friday we will be off as well, because next Friday is the 4th of July.
4th of July weekend. Yeah. Independence Day, Julie. Independence Day.
Yes.
I have an interesting Independence Day story. Perhaps another time.
Okay, or maybe afterwards. And 250 years, guys. Nothing to sneeze about. We are still on live. This happened. This happened the other day on Wednesday, where the end the live stream is no longer there. I don't know what Restream is doing, so we're going to have to log off, and hopefully you can come right back after I've closed things down. We'll talk.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.